Hi, Aanchal. Can you please tell me a little bit about yourself and your academic and professional background?
Yes. My academic background is I graduated from Christ last year. I did a bachelor's in business administration with a specialization in finance. But my entire academic profile was very marketing heavy. In my professional experience, I worked at 3 internships in the field of marketing.
Okay, amazing. And what schools did you receive offers from?
I received offer from, first of all, HEC Paris, my dream school. I received offer from their Masters in Marketing program. Second was ESSEC in their Masters in Marketing program. And Imperial in their Masters in Management program.
Amazing. Which school did you finally choose to go to and why?
I chose HEC Paris simply because it was my dream school. And obviously, it's ranked number 1 worldwide. Also, HEC offers 2 different tracks, and I wanted to choose the product and tech track, which is the back end of marketing, which is also very much important to learn, and hence I chose that track in the school.
Amazing. I'm sure HC Paris is the dream school for a lot of people out there.
Yes.
So I also wanted to ask you if you faced any challenges during your application process.
The application process was pretty smooth. Sahil was my consultant and he was available every time I wanted him. He was available if I wanted to rant it out. He was available if I had any doubts. So he was available throughout, and my entire journey was really smooth. And I didn't face any challenges.
So how was your experience working with Sahil, the founder of Admit Scholar?
My experience working with Sahil was amazing. The outcome was he became a friend of mine, and Sahil was just available throughout. My initial plan was I would apply to INSEAD and LBS with a GMAT score, but I wasn't able to crack it. And we were very close to the round 1 deadlines, and he stood still. He motivated me. He was there. He was always available to make change of plans, and then we changed my shortlisted schools and colleges later on. So Sahil was there throughout. He helped me with my interviews. If I had to tell you about my interview journey, he grilled me and he mocked me in my interviews, in my mock interviews, and he prepared me for the worst case scenario and for the worst jury possible. But and that practice made me really confident for my HEC interview. I got the best jury during my interview, and the interview was great. But yeah, because Sahil prepared me for the worst, I was really confident, and it made the outcome really better.
Were you ever hesitant and you thought you would never make it to these top schools?
A lot of times, honestly. A lot of times when we were my HEC application deadline was like 2 days before I decided to apply for HEC, which is just so crazy. And Sahil was there. He was flexible enough to jump on it, and we started with the whole process. But he also told me that it's a very competitive college to get in, and my chances were low. And it did make me a little hesitant, but I knew I had to take the shot. So I went ahead, made the application with very low hopes that I would get in, or I would even get shortlisted for the interview. But then, I had a lot of self-doubt, but Sahil was there throughout as a good friend to talk to, and that made me feel better.
Great. And how was your experience working with Admit Scholar?
Pretty good, honestly. So I was very close to finalizing another counselor, but Panchul came to my rescue. I spoke to him on LinkedIn, and he came to my rescue, and he told me that there's this company called Admit Scholar and I should reach out. I reached out, I booked the demo call, and trust me, the demo call was a magic. I was so close to finalizing the other counselor, and this demo call with Sahil, the dedication that he showed in my profile, the motivation, he made me realize that I could also apply to dream schools, and only my dream schools, not any other tier 2 or tier 3 colleges. And he made me really confident. He motivated me throughout the entire process. So I would highly, highly recommend Admit Scholar to everybody out there. It's the best consulting agency I have come across. And trust me, I did research about almost 4 to 5 agencies during my time, and Admit Scholar stood out to be the best.
So, Aanchal, what was that one thing you found different in Admit Scholar when compared to the other consultants out there?
there's not one thing, there are three things that I found different. And why I'm emphasizing on this is because Sahil taught me always say three things in your interview in pointers. So I'm doing that. But yeah, there are three things. So first of all, there are consultants not only from India but also all over the world, and these consultants are recent graduates, so they know how it works and what the adcom is actually looking at. Second, the consultants are very, very, very friendly. They're always there to help you out. They will help you understand if you have any self-doubt, and which you will obviously have throughout this entire process. They will help you clear that self-doubt. They will believe a lot more in you than you believe in yourself. And the last is Admit Scholar helps you with your post-offer letter services, and they don't charge any extra money for that. So I mean, everybody knows that getting an offer letter is stressful, but post offer letter, it is a lot more stressful, where you have to figure out your visa, funding, housing, finances, scholarships, everything, and you need help with that. So I think Admit Scholar really just helps you out with that, and that's a difference I found.
Thank you so much, Aanchal, for all your kind words. Finally, do you have any tips or words of encouragement for future applicants?
I mean, join Admit Scholar. That is my biggest advice. I had a lot of students reach out to me to help them understand the entire process. And the only thing that I always emphasized on was make sure you show a good purpose for why you're applying to the college that you're applying to, and your essays need to have clarity in them. And I think for me during my essays, Admit Scholar was the only thing that helped me find that clarity. So yeah, that's a tip I would give, I guess.
Do you recall any specific incident working with Admit Scholar that you'd like to share with the audience?
A specific incident. There was this, not an incident, but there was this one peak point during my mock interviews where I realized that I am a lot more scared to give my interviews with Sahil than the actual jury, which is just so funny because Sahil went on to like every single question that could possibly occur in any interview, and the questions were very specific, very on point. And there was this one point where I started preparing with ChatGPT just so I could face Sahil, which is just so funny. But yeah, so that incident, I think it's a good experience, but that was the scary part.
Was ChatGPT kinder than Sahil?
A lot. It gave me words of encouragement, which I really needed at that time. But yeah.
Great. Thank you so much, Aanchal, for doing this podcast with us, and hope you have an amazing journey at HEC Paris.
Thank you so much.